Welcome to Iron Arrows. Okay, I thought I would talk about rooting for a minute and getting yourself set up for maybe the winter. We'll call it the winter. When things are harder to get and harder to grow. So I grabbed this seed starting sprouting kit. And here's kind of the directions. So I have I've done this in smaller cups that have the kind of this thing on the top. So you put it in a cup and you rinse it. I have like a bigger one, so it's bigger than a cup. But it's just not a lot of food, and you wait like 4 days and then you have just like this handful. So I thought this might be nice to have for a family. You know, we have 4 trays here. We could do a whole tray every day and rotate it or whatever. So we have a lot of nutrients if we really need them. So for this, you have to buy sprouting seeds, which are typically like radish, clover, that kind of thing. So good to have on hand anyway. So sprouting seeds and a nice big sprouting tray. I mean, you can get the little one if you're just 1 or 2 people, but I think if you have a family, you're gonna wanna go big. So I bought this a little while ago, but I just thought I would show you. And then I also got this because I was rooting my tomatoes, which turned out fine. Rooting my suckers, I'll show you. They're starting to root. These are the really tiny ones. You can see the stems, the roots. This is my bigger, I should have grabbed the other one. But this one's starting to root, so I grabbed it. But I think this got dried out for a little bit, so I'm actually gonna prune this today. When you're growing a tomato plant, this is what you would wanna prune. This is the sucker. It's like, if it's like an armpit, it's the middle of the armpit. It's the hairy part of the armpit. So you could pull that out, root it, buy some rooting powder. Not sure if this is organic or anything like that, but if you had to, if it was dire times, root that, grow a tomato. These are not looking the best, but tomatoes recover really well. They root really well. They're really awesome plants. Another thing to keep on hand, we have some allergies, we have kids. You never know when you're gonna need Benadryl. I know we do a lot of holistic stuff, but sometimes it's just good to have something on hand in an emergency. My husband got stung the other day. He never reacts, and he reacted. We did salve. 2 of our friends helped with that. One friend did one, and one friend did another salve, and it drew it all out. He didn't need to take anything, but you never know if you have to take something. We have one kid who has a nut allergy, so it's just best to have stuff like this on hand. Or if someone visits and has an allergy, Benadryl. This is that drug, but this is the generic. I just got this on Amazon. I think it was $6. This is a whole lot of Benadryl. So because we don't use it typically, this should last like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I don't know. A long time. Hopefully we never have to use any of it. But I just thought I would talk about what you might need if you can't get access to most things. So go ahead and get some rooting powder. This was just on Amazon. I've never used it. So this is not a commercial. I've never used this, but it looks like it'll work just fine. One thing to note, you want to water below. That's why I really like this. You could even start seeds in this, just regular, you know, like tomato plants or whatever. You'd want to move them up to a cup pretty quickly or another container. But it's really good when the roots can reach down and get their water from below. It helps reduce fungus or mold or whatever. So there we go. This is this brand. I don't know. It's just a Chinese brand off Amazon, I'm sure. But please like and subscribe and ring the bell and let me know what you're doing to kind of get ready just in case things are not readily accessible, to keep you healthy, keep your family healthy. All right, this is Iron Arrows signing out.